Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Isaac Umbras, and today we are back in Gran Turismo 3. Hope everybody's good today. We have a decent selection of races to do right now, and I think, yeah, there's a decent selection of NA. There's an NA race. Okay, we got a couple different options I think right now that we can enter. So, the evolution meeting as well. I think what we should do, I'm gonna double check the Gran Turismo World Championship for amateur. Welcome though for HWGT, hope you're well. Alright, amateur Gran Turismo World Championship GT3. I wanna see what kind of cars are in that. I'm gonna see roughly what kind of opponents I'll be against. Okay, so a lot of kind of your modern GT, or modern for this game, GT machinery. So that'll be actually a perfect race for the Panos. So let's go get in the Panos, the Esperante. Make sure we get oil change. Make sure we get the car wash as well. That way, it is ready. Oh, look at that machine! Ah, it looks so nice. I miss Panos. I wanna see a Panos GT3 or even a GT4 class car. Something, please. I know it can be done. Alright, but the GT World Championship, 10 race championship. Oh, it's even got Apricot Hill. Yes, let's do it. Let's enter it. This will be some good stuff then. There's a chance we can get some good cars out of this probably, and that may allow us to enter other races. At the very least, it'll give us plenty of money, so if we don't do that, we can at least then upgrade our Audi TT as well and do the Tourist Trophy. So, let's jump right in. 5-lap race with tire wear on Tokyo Route 246. There we go. On a 784 F-150. Ooh, very nice. Very cool stuff. Was it in good condition? This lovely, beautifully restored old truck. Oh, yes. Give us some speed. Alright, I want to see how close it'll be. The Viper and the Vet are a little bit slower than the Panos, but these three will be the biggest threats in the championship. They're always a little bit quicker than the Japanese JGTC vehicles in Gran Turismo 3. Just by a smidgen, just by a hair. Although we do need to be a little bit careful to not burn our tires out too much. So we will definitely need to be careful with that. Because, yeah, in Gran Turismo 3, the tire wear is definitely a little bit exaggerated, with your tires falling off a cliff after about 4 or 5 laps, if they're the racing mediums. Which doesn't quite work that way IRL, but at least makes it so that a lot of the races actually do, have some level of stakes and everything. Yeah, and it has the supercharger. Oh, very nice. So it's like one of those resto mod trucks. Very cool. Oh, yeah. Absolutely tearing up the streets of Tokyo with this Panos. Fun to run between the buildings. This would be such a cool IRL street circuit as well. One, because it goes right past the Honda headquarters. And two, because it's genuinely a very, very fast, very flowing, but still very feasible street circuit. We can actually get some overtakes done, not like the Tokyo Expressway in Gran Turismo 7, where you're just sandwiched between walls and you can't make an overtake without, like, running someone off or wide. Yeah, already the fronts are starting to go just a little bit. Let's go down a gear just to get that extra rotation. There we we go, there we go. Through chicane. A little bit of a tap on the wall there. Yeah, the front, I gotta get used to the front now. It doesn't want to bite after about a lap or two. Adachi, welcome. Hope you're well. Welcome to the stream. Happy Sunday. An episode, some chilling. Okay, totally understand that, man. Hopefully this will, allow you to kind of at least vibe and relax and everything. Right now, we're doing one of the longer championships in the amateur league, the Gran Turismo World Championship. We're in the Peñas Esperante against a plethora of other early 2000s, late 90s GT cars. And, oh my gosh, they are... They're keeping pace, that's for sure. Especially because they're probably conserving their tires a little bit more than we are with our vehicle. It's already 2 laps in and the front tires are starting to slow down just a little bit. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun race. I try to make sure we're up against opponents that will at least give us a solid challenge. And then sometimes it's a little bit difficult to get that just right. Especially in Gran Turismo 3, where in a lot of the races the opponents are driving modified cars as well. So it is it's a little bit challenging. Oh yes, the quick turns. I think after this, depending on the car we get, we might either do another racing series, or we might try to get an International A license. As we only have the International A, the S license, the Super license, that is the S license, or the R license, which is the Rally license, which allow us to enter off-road races. So we do got a good variety of things we can get done. Some freedom in how we approach this. I have not actually looked up what the prize cards for this event are, so I'm looking forward to being surprised. I really want to see what all kind of vehicles we can win from this. With it being one of the longer championships, I'd imagine it would be, something useful. But I don't know what exactly, so hopefully something. Alright, down a gear. Oh boy, wee bit understeer. Yeah, the fronts are starting to get into the orange. They are definitely starting to fall off the grip window. May have been worth it to get the racing hard tires. But I want to see how much we can do with spending as little as possible in this game. It's gonna be a tough ask. But I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Oh boy! All right, a little bit of twitchiness there. All right, keep going down the gears into the final hairpin. Blasting down the main straight now. One more lap left. Let's make it count. Oh, the Viper's pitting! They couldn't conserve their tires! Oh, the Penzor, the Nismo GTR is also pitting. Anyone else? Anyone else pitting? Okay, no. So it's gonna be, what, the Corvette in the lead now, I think. No! The Lister Storm! The V12, the Jaguar V12 powered British Lister Storm is actually leading. That is crazy. Normally the Lister isn't all that quick, but it's actually winning right now against the faster Viper and the lighter weight agile Super GT cars. Oh, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. That's the good stuff. GG to the Lister. I wonder if they can keep their position. Oh, a little bit running wide there. Yeah, the fronts are definitely dying. I may... Oh, the Lister isn't winning anymore. The Lister isn't winning anymore. Nah, the Lister is now in thinking second. The Corvette got it. Oh, big ripper, honey. It was nice while it lasted. Big props to the Corvette, though. And across the line. Alright, let's see second place. Gonna be the Vet. Yep, then the Lister. Then the Mugen NSX. Then the Viper. Then the Nissan GTR. So yeah, you want to basically survive as much as you can. And not have to pit. There we go, 10 grand. Gimme, 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 gimme. Nice. Alright, next race, we'll be going. Oh, Laguna Sega, going from Japan. Long haul all the way to Monterey, California. Not too far south of San Francisco. Oh, yes. Laguna Sega Raceway. This track is an absolute blast to drive on IRL, and even virtually in like the more dedicated sims. The elevation change, the flow of the corners, how it basically feels like a roller coaster. Absolutely amazing track. One of my favorite tracks of all time. Definitely up there for sure. Probably one of the few reasons I actually want to visit California. Yeah. Oh, don't tell people that. I have a couple friends actually in California, but like, you know, it's California. People be crazy in California. California is kinda crazy. California, earthquakes are scary. In the city of LA. Oh yes, and right now we got the big American 3 leading the race. Panos, followed closely by the Viper. Right on its tail is the Corvette. The 3 cars of the American Le Mans Series days of the early 2000s. Duking it out on one track that the American Le Mans Series raced on quite frequently as well. Laguna Seca Raceway. Alright, let's try to take care of our tires. We're up into the lead. Heading across the start finish line right through turn 1 almost immediately. Heading into turns 2. The Andretti hairpin braking just before the dirt to the right. Short shifting to third out of the Andretti hairpin. Getting ready for turn 3. 90-degree right-hander, third gear. Watch the inside curb. Turn 4 is similar to turn 3, a little bit more open. Watch the outside. If you run wide there in a lot of sims, your outside tire just gets all dusty, all dirty. You have no grip and you usually end up spinning onto the right side wall. Not a fun time. Brake just at the 2, off throttle just a little bit, get back on it. Up the hill, heading into the corkscrew. Braking just before the curb for the corkscrew, down in a second. Don't want to go down to first, even if you are within the power band of first gear, because you will spin up your rears. Something fierce as the track falls away from you, heading down the equivalent of around 11 stories. In the span of only like 10, 11 seconds. You feel your stomach pretty much in your throat as you go through that section. And we keep sending it. There we go, 121. That's not a bad time. That's not a bad time at all. Down in the second gear. Get around the Andretti hairpin. Up the third. Get that traction down. Try not to spin up our rear wheels too much. There we go. Good yard, good stuff. Heading under the gantry, heading under the bridge ahead to the infield section. That is where the haulers head to get to the pits and to the paddock area and everything to deliver the cars for the race. They go over that bridge there. Alright, easy, easy, easy through the corkscrew. Good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Alrighty. We're doing alright. We keep it around the 121s. Oh, we go even faster, 120.2. Tires are not dead yet. That is for sure. And it's a good thing too, that Viper is terrifyingly close to us. Very, very rapid. Yeah, we picked a good car with the Panos to enter this event in. Really giving us a good run for our money. Yeah, keeping it right around the 6-second mark. So not enough to pit. The Corvette just behind. Then probably the Lister Storm, then the NSX, then the Pennzoil GTR. The GTR in the JGTC 2000s class in Gran Turismo 3 is the weaker of the three. Usually the Supra and the NSX are a little bit quicker than it. NSX being a bit better in the corners and the Supra being the balanced one. GTR's got some good straight line speed, but it's not enough to make up when in the corners. Ooh, okay. Viper is gaining a little bit of time. No one's pitting, heading into the final lap. Never mind, the Vet is pitting. Way to make a liar out of me, Corvette. Come on. Meanwhile, that Viper is genuinely slowly closing a gap. It's not going to be enough to catch me, but it is definitely going to be enough to make me sweat a little bit. Come on, get that apex. Run out to the curbing. Okay, yeah, so they're slow. They're a bit slower in Sector 1. But they're a little bit quicker in Sector 2 and Sector 3. Oh boy. Alright, a little bit of understeer there. Yeah, you can see Sector 2, they did manage to catch up just a wee bit. Yeah, the rears are starting to go just a little bit. I'm going up the gear just to minimize wheel spin out of the corkscrew. You want that traction more than you want that overall peak power. Oh, the understeer is real. The understeer is definitely real. There we go. There we go. Wait, we managed to do a 119 that final lap. No way. That is ridiculous. With the tires nearly dead, we managed to get a new fastest lap. Lucky Valley, welcome. Hope you're well today. We're racing GT cars. GT race cars, I should say. Everything from the Esperante to the Viper to the Corvette. Got a European car in the championship as well with the Lister Storm, and then two JGTC cars, the Nismo GTR and the Mugen NSX. Gonna be a fun race, and our Apricot Hill, my favorite track in GT3, and probably my favorite track in Gran Turismo as a whole. Love the flow of the track. Alright, easy, get it in, get it to bites. Car is a little bit understeery on the first and second sectors with all the high speed, long corners. It's gonna kill our tires here, so we do need to kind of conserve just a little bit. We do need to conserve just a little. I say that, and even then, our outside tires are Already starting to get just a little bit toasty. This track will absolutely murder your right side tires on the normal layout and your left side tires on the reverse layout. It's still a very fun track there. A lot of high speed corners, a lot of flowing sections. Love the chicane as well. Do gotta be a little bit careful. Alright, we're good. Keep pushing. Alright, 3-second gap now. Alright, missed the apex just a little bit there. We're doing alright, we're doing okay. Let's see what the gap is now. Oh gosh, understeer. Just a little bit, gotta get it tighter in. There we go, this is the good stuff. Down the gears. Get the front to bite. Yeah, you already see the front right tire is already well inside the yellow, and we're not even 2 laps in. So we gotta be just a little bit careful. We are building a little bit of a gap to the Viper, but it is not enough right now. It is not enough. We need to really make sure we do everything right. Cross the T's, dot our I's. No major mistakes. And we'll just have to survive on the dead tires later on in the stint. If we can manage our gap to the Viper, then there is a good chance with how heavy the degradation is at Apricot Hill. We may be able to keep them at bay, and also they may pit too, which will give us a very large gap. Alright, front right is starting to get into the darker yellows, slowly heading to orange. Alright, good stuff, keeping it steady. Midnight, welcome, hope you're well. Right now we're in the amateur Gran Turismo World Championship, and it is right now an American blowout. Top 3 cars, all American GT racers, all the Cindepenos, which sounds so good. Hang on a second. It's decided. There we go. Can it not, please? There we go. Watch Atlanta, now I'm watching the Graces vs. Casinos. Oh, nice. Very nice. Best of luck to the Grizzlies. I know you're rooting for them. Alright, this is the good stuff. The Corvette had already pit. Now we just had the Viper slowly catching us, but they may also pit this lap too. So it'll be interesting to see what they're able to do, what they're able to manage. Alright, easy through the corners. Bono, the tires are dead. Oh gosh, okay. Yeah, even the rear is starting to get just a little bit slippery as well. But we can survive one more lap. It's a very short lap. It's just very high degradation on the tires. Like you can see there, they fell off of a cliff. Two seconds per lap slower. But the pit stops are about 30 to 40 seconds. So it's not worth it. In these shorter races, it is genuinely not worth it. Does that mean that the Lister store may actually get into second place? It almost managed to do it at Tokyo. But if it does manage to do it here at Apricot Hill, that'd be very impressive stuff. Alright, ooh, gosh. Come on. Get around the corner, get around the corner. There we go. Just playing Legos. Oh, nice! Lego Star Wars. Very, very nice. That one's, the PS2 one, Lego game is always really, really fun. I really like the original trilogy of the Lego Star Wars 2. I think that's where they really kind of hit their stride with kind of like the humor and the world design and everything, and the level design and all that stuff. A lot of good stuff there. Oh, the Lister managed to do it. Very nice. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, the complete saga is also really, really good too, because you get everything. They changed a few things up on some of the both the levels, but it's still, you know, it's still iconic. All right, next one. Ooh, okay, Deep Forest Raceway. This one's gonna be a fun one. Very bumpy, very hilly, a lot of undulating hills and corners. Yeah, I've not played Lego Jurassic World and Park. I have played Lego Indiana Jones though on the Wii, and that was fun. Yeah, I think you mentioned it. It was, I mean, honestly, I'd love to try it out. I don't think I've played Lego Batman. I think I've only played the Lego Star Wars and Lego Indiana Jones games. Lego Indiana Jones games aren't nearly as good because it's hard to make characters have like the special abilities in a world that's a little bit more, shall we say, grounded. But yeah. Oh, there we go. Into the draft, into the suck. Give me your slipstream. Oh, side by side, heading into the left, hard left-hander. Should I go back, look at Batman one again? Yeah, I got to. I need to. There's a lot of games I need to play. I've got an absolutely massive backlog of games that it's been a while since I played. Or... yeah. Or I haven't played at all and I need to play. Oh, losing your safe house is the absolute worst. Like that is absolutely dreadful. Thankfully, with the emulation and stuff, I make sure I back up all my memory cards to a flash drive. And very rarely have I had both the actual memory fail, like the actual internal memory card fail, for the virtual memory card fail, and also the backup on the flash drive fail. That's literally only happened once, and that was with Gran Turismo 2. For some reason, during the backup process, it corrupted the memory card for that, which I'm a little bit sad. So that's why we had to redo a couple of things early on when we were streaming that. You see, shit, this lost me. I mean, at least until it becomes like full, at least until they're able to get it working on abandonware and everything. You know, there's still like releasing, or not releasing, but like getting games to work. Yeah. But I mean, it is, I will say, it is genuinely difficult to, one, get it to work on modern hardware. I've heard it's genuinely, like, from people that have had to have tried to make it work. It does not like Windows 10, and it really, really doesn't like Windows 11. But if you got someone that's running like Windows 7, it'll run perfectly fine. But for some reason, it does not like the newer Windows OSs. Got the PS3 version. Yeah, I still have the disc for the PS3 version as well. It's a fun game. It's difficult to stream because PS3 you need to really, really do some weird things in order to get it to work with the capture card. I vaguely know how to do it, but not enough that I'd be able to troubleshoot and get it to work on my own. Oh, the vet's already pitting in. Man, the vet is really, really having some issues. The degradation at Deep Forest isn't too bad either. So it's surprising that the vet is pitting this early. I fully expect other vehicles to then pit just a little bit later then. Maybe this coming up lap, we may see 1 and 2 pitting. Alright, nice and smooth through here. Alright, yeah, brake just before the exit of the tunnel. Down another gear, get it to rotate, please. Yeah, it is struggling to get that front bite. But I'm not pitting. I'm not pitting, it's not worth it. I don't have nearly enough of the gap. I say that, the Viper pit in as well. So yeah, it would be the Pennzoil, that's 10 seconds back, 9.5 seconds back. Something like that. Yeah, 9.5 seconds back. So I don't think they're gonna catch me. Not 9 seconds in a single lap, that's for sure. Oh, I mean, they did manage to gain about a second on me, so I do need to be a little bit careful. I do need to be a little bit cautious. Remembering serves me correctly, the only two that I can reliably pit on and still like make up the ground in enough time is Special Stage Route 11 and Grand Valley. I think those are the only two where I can pit and still win. It's a tough ask, but I think those are the only two I can make it work. There we go. Yeah, they managed to pull up a major gap there. Holy moly. Got a major run on me. Alright, that's race number 4. 40% done the championship. Alright, what's the next one? What is the next one? Give it to me. Special Stage Route 5. Alright, let's do it. With the flickery lights just a little bit. Doesn't look too bad right now though, so I think we'll be okay. Yeah, things are looking okay-ish right now. It's a little bit of a visual bug here and there, but it's not super bad. Like the lights are flickering just a little bit, but like you can mostly ignore that. I think the lights are just shivering in anticipation for the amazing racing that is going to be taking place. Oh gosh, a little bit of a dive bomb there. Oh, three-way fight for the lead. The Viper versus the Paynos versus the Corvettes. Very, very rapid machinery. Oh, and this thing is an absolute blast. I'm curious to see what kind of cars we actually get as well. Hopefully we get some stuff that we can really use in the next, you know, in some more events. None, you're welcome. Hope you will. And now we are in the GT World Championship. The Amateur League Gran Turismo World Championship. So we got some, lot of your GTS class cars, including your Corvettes, your Viper, your Lister Storm, as well as some JGTC cars. So good selection of vehicles right now. They're giving us a real good run for our money. Yeah, the Viper is really quick, but I know the Viper and the Corvette both pit at this track, so it'll be the Pennzoil GTR or the Lister that'll be the biggest threats. I'm pretty sure. Then again, tire degradation isn't super bad here, so they may be able to actually make it work. On the bright side, the powerful Ford V8 of the Panos that we are driving is definitely gonna really help us down this front straight. Really help us pull that gap. All right, go down in a third. Want to straight line the braking as much as possible. Try not to put any unnecessary wear on the front tires if we can hold it off. All right, come on. Nice and steady. There we go. Oh boy. Alright. Lost a little bit of traction in the rear right there. Gotta be just a little bit careful. There we go, there we go. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright. Into the chicane. Still pulling out a gap, so our pace is still there, which is good. Our pace is still there. We should better do like a 120, 121. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. It's a new fastest lap, but not by much. There goes the vet pitting in. Viper will then definitely pit in the next lap. And then we have a very large gap to what is now third place. So we're doing all right. We're doing okay. It's still not enough to pit because you lose so much time on the pit straight just because of how fast you're normally going versus how fast you're going in the pits. So you want to make sure you can go without a pit stop if you can help it. Alright, we're doing good, we're doing good, we're doing good. Break at the crosswalk. Alright, now we're only maintaining a gap. We're not extending the lead. But I think the Viper will be pitting this lap. And then we have plenty of distance between us and third. Yeah, the Viper's pitting. I don't know why. They should be able to hold off whatever's in third. Very dumb strategy by the American cars in some of these races. They're like, if tires are a certain wear percentage, pit. Wait! Someone else pit. Multiple people are pitting. Ooh, damn, okay. All right, round the corner, get it going. So I was not expecting that. All the front engine cars had the pit there, pretty much. With the NSX leading, that means the Corvette's got to be like right behind it. And then followed probably pretty closely by the Viper, I'd imagine. It'll be interesting to see for sure. Yeah, tire degradation was not too much of an issue here. Very nice, very smooth through the corners. Ooh, actually the Storm. The Storm managed to get out ahead of the Viper. Okay. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. Give us the money. Oh, that is a decent chunk of change right there. Alright, next race. What are we racing at now? Trial Mountain. This one's gonna be a fun one. This one does have some pretty tough degradation on your fronts. But you gotta be real careful with your car. You get some moderate wear on the rears as well with the all the elevation changes and the bumps and everything lighting up the rears. So you do need to be a little bit careful. Ow. Mamma mia, welcome JB, hope you're well. Oh, yeah, they're all hitting the apex there. A little too much of the apex, I should say. Just bonking against the inner rock. Alright. Do the cutback. Get the run out of there. Get the suck. And then get the overtake done. There we go. Alright. First and second, two other American GT cars ahead. The Viper and the Vette. Followed closely by Apenos, essentially representing the big three, as there is no GTS Ford car in this game, but this is at least a Ford-powered American car. Alright, come on. Yeah, I see them really, they're fast on this one. Gotta be really careful. They have some really good grip. But as long as I can hold my own, I think we'll be okay. Because I know these two, at least one of those will pit, preferably both. Yeah, you can see them already starting to make a little bit of mistakes. Get it tighter, get the draft. There we go. Alright, the Viper's the next one. Let's send it. Like a Fulvius to the work in progress, to the interior. Very nice. I mean, hey, I mean, the Fulvia itself wasn't all that powerful, but it was still fairly competitive in rally racing as well, and it sounded nice. Sometimes slow car fast. Sometimes slow car fast is just as fun as fast car fast. Ironically, I'm saying that as I'm driving a high-powered American GTS class car, but you know, I like driving the small bean cars in game as well. Professional Vits Championship, yes please. Alright, easy there. Yeah, it's... Ooh, they're giving us a good fight. They're giving us a very good fight here. Come on, get back into the slipstream. Get that acceleration. There we go. That's the good stuff. That is the good stuff. Ooh, they almost gave us a little kiss in the bum right there. Just a little kissy kissy. Just a little smoochums. Yeah, it's got the little flat floor. Yeah, it's just very, very, very lightweight. Just like the real Fovia. Fovia itself is also very light with the V4 engine. I wish more race games had the Fovia, actually. It's a fun car, and it sounded so good in the Dirt Rally games. Like, holy moly. The V4 engine sound just, oh, sounds so good. Yeah, no option for the V4 in, the Automobilista. But, close enough. Oh, you stop pushing me wide. Automation, sorry. Automobilista is the racing sim. Right. Automation. My mind was blanking there. I'm a little bit tired today. I had a race early today at Hungaroring. In the old historic GT3s, early and mid 2010 GT3s. So less downforce. A lot less grip. So you gotta completely adjust your driving style versus the modern GT3s. It's a lot more driver dependent as opposed to like the engineering dependent. And I got P3 overall, which isn't too bad, but like it was a tough race. Hungaroring is definitely a very tricky track. Drivers have described it as essentially Monaco without the city, with how tight and technical it is, and they're not too wrong. It was the first track to host a Formula One Grand Prix that was east of the Iron Curtain in Europe. Ironically, it wasn't too much later that the wall did fall. Cummins got a taste of F1 and we're like, oh damn, alright, this is good stuff. Nice. Fun little like 60s, 70s performance vehicle. And not to be sporty, but like not to be like terrifying. That's a fun part though, like with some of like the building games, is being able to put like some of the restrictions on yourself as well. Seeing what you can do with the, you know, like the limits you set yourself up with. Okay. So yeah, early 60s. And across the line. 43 out of 100 in reliability. Italian car moments. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Alright, next race. We'll be racing at now. Another track. Another trophy for a cabinet. Come on. Ooh, Seattle. Alright. This is gonna be a fun one. Yep. Give us some speed. Give us that juicy, crunchy acceleration. Ah, and it is beautiful. I'm trying to remember my cardinal directions based on like my layout, my knowledge of the layout of Seattle. I want to say that this is sunrise, actually. Yeah, Boxer should be a little bit better. It's not quite as square as V4, so you need a little bit more space. But it'll still be nice. Yeah, I bet it's absolutely stuffed in there. But I mean, that's why you build it on, like, you know, a cradle part of the chassis. So you can basically just drop the entire, like, engine and front suspension and everything and do the modification there. It's kind of silly you have to do it that way, but, you know, 'tis what 'tis. Alright, up in a second. The Viper just up ahead. Oh my word. It's just like an old American Le Mans Series race on a street track that definitely is way too tight and technical for these vehicles. But you're still making it work, beating and banging on each other side by side. It's an excellent housing. Jeez. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Alright, easy around the corners. Yeah, that won't cause reliability issues. Oh, the Viper is really close. Come on, V8 versus V10. Get a little bit of curve on exit. Good stuff, good stuff. Back down in the second gear. Alright, we're doing alright. Oh boy. Alright. Come on. Get it under control. Get it back on track. And let's send it. Alright, through the bus stop section. Yeah, so I mean, it's not like horrific to work on. It's feasible to work on. It's just a bit of a pain, or I guess the polite word would be unorthodox to work on. Yeah, nice, very very nice. All right. Oh, that Viper is way too close for comfort. Oh, it is way too close. Seattle's one of my weaker tracks in game. So it makes sense that the AI is really giving us a hard time here. And brake ready as you come up to the final crosswalk. There we go. Brake just under the right corner sign. Brake at the when the wall comes closer. Ever since I started doing like actual sim racing, I've been trying to find like actual like braking references and everything, even in like non-sim games, just to kind of, you know, see how well I can actually, like, you know, I'm not just reacting to a flashing number. Okay, so you kind of build it like those LMP cars, essentially, where like the entire rear like engine, transmission, and suspension assembly kind of comes off the card as one unit. Nice. All right, the Corvette's pitting in. Yes, hoping the Viper pits next. Like you can see, heading into turn 1. I guess it'd be turn 2. You can see the Space Needle off in the distance, which is really cool. Oh gosh! Save it. Okay, there we go. Do not try to adjust your trajectory on that straight. I mean, a 25 mile per gallon makes sense. You know, it's only a 1.6 liter. Like, it's a fairly low displacement engine, got low amount of cylinders, and it's fairly lightweight, so, you know, it may be tuned for, like, it may be, you know, tuned for high performance, but, like, it's still, you know, fairly, like, it's still, you know, an air pump, essentially, with a lot of the naturally aspirated engines. They're air pumps, so with them being smaller, you can only get so much air through them. Yeah, but I mean, there were cars back then that could get that amount of power. Or that amount of fuel economy. Like, you gotta think, the cars back then were a lot lighter than the cars today. Fuel efficiency hasn't really changed all that much due to the fact that a lot of cars nowadays are a lot heavier due to all the safety features. And I've gotten bigger and everything. The thermal efficiency of the engines got a lot better. But they're also making a lot more power as well, and more power means more fuel. Like, I'm sure you could lean them out to like get some crazy amount of fuel efficiency numbers. Like, for example, like I know the Geo Tracker was leaned out quite a bit, and that thing got like well into the 30s, and that was, you know, a 90s car. Max Possum MPG is like 80. Yeah, you're doing a lot of lift and coasting there. You're like hyper-miling it. Alright, easy. Yeah, you'd basically be leaning it out like way lean. But it would still theoretically run. It would just get one really hot, and to produce a lot of oxides and nitrogen as emissions, a lot of NOx. So, and three, you'd really wear out your components like super quickly. So it is in theory doable, but it's not something you want to do, you know. Ooh, midfield raceway reverse. Yes, please. Yeah, probably close to like 40 to 60. So yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see this vehicle is getting starting to get a little bit slower. Little bit slower. It's gonna need its oil change soon. Because we're not quite launching off the line like we were previously earlier in the championship. Ow, I literally got ran off the road there. Really, Lister? Alright, up into 4th place. First, second, third, just ahead. We can make this work. We can make this work. Get around the corner. There we go. Yeah, Viper's only 3 seconds ahead. We got this. Into the S's. All of us had a little bit of an off track there. Alright, get the cutback, get the cutback. That's not the cutback. I completely missed the apex there. Couldn't get the front to bite, and it's only lap 1. We're gonna be struggling a little bit on this course. And then again, the AI does like to run wide here. So do I, apparently. Oh, this one's gonna be a tough one. Come on, can we get closer to the Viper? We gotta get closer to the Viper. I gotta lock in. All right, the Corvette had a moment. The vents are just kind of decorative. Or something like that. I mean, if the 4th gen Mustang can do it, that can do it, I guess. Front engine car having massive vents on the side. At least use it to like own performance models like the GTs and everything. Use it for like ductwork for the rear brakes or something. Oh boy. Okay, we need to actually go. We need to turn up the wick. Yeah, I imagine the drums probably got quite toasty. But I'm not sure the 4th gen, unless it was maybe like the Cobra R, or like any of the other SVT versions, had like the functional vents on the side. I think all of them were decorative. Alright, I need to push now. I'm in the draft, I'm in the suck. Oh! Yeah, get that weight reduction. Remove anything that's unnecessary. Okay, the vet's already pitting in. Okay, Viper's pitting in next lap. Viper usually gets one more lap than the vet. So we can make this work. We can make this work. Alright, power out of there. Power out of there. Are we gaining on the Viper? We're holding our distance. Oh, come on. Give me that front end bite on this turn. Pizza delivered version of it. I mean, it is a spicy Italian car. Oh boy. Alright, gotta be careful on the dirt. Dirt slows you down too much. Come on, give me that front bite. Okay, good. Viper's pitting in. Viper's pitting in. Final lap. Push, 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 push. Let's go. Let's make sure they don't catch us. Alright, the Nismo's pitting in as well. Who's behind? Alright, the NSX. I had to hold off an NSX earlier today. Granted, it was the NC chassis? The 3rd gen NSX. So I can do it again now. Granted, back then I was in a Mercedes AMG GT. And here I'm in the Panos Esperante. But I mean, both high-powered front-engine rear-wheel drive V8 monstrosities. So, you know. Not too bad. Yeah, they are getting a little bit close to me, though. I gotta really make sure I don't mess this up. Down a gear. Get the turn in. Oh, boy. And the Lister Storm is just behind. We got a good run out of there. Oh, no, it's the Vets. Oh, damn, the Vet actually managed to have a good pit strategy. Very nice. Alright, that one was way too close. Yeah, very agile for a front engine vehicle. Very nice. Holy cow. Alright, there we go. 2 more races to go, and it's 2 of the long tracks. So that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a fun one. Yep. Alright, special stage Route 11. Another nighttime track. This one we can pit on and still be fine. Because the laps are so long. And tire degradation is pretty severe, actually. So we should be able to make it work. Bruh, I was alongside you. Plus 5-second penalty to Ocon. Reactive blocking. A little bit of a bump on the rear. Yeah, not quite close enough to go for a move that won't end in tears. Alright, get the cut back, get the cut back. There we go. And we're in the draft of the vet. The vet's giving us the suck. Whoa! Bro literally sent it way too deep there. And then tried to block us like that. Alrighty then. Ooh, very nice. So it's still getting all the updates and everything. I gotta set playing footsie with the GTR. I know, I'm sorry, Vet. I'm using you as a sacrificial lion. Defend. Please don't do that. I mean, I did dive use, so I mean, I guess it's fair. Turnabout's fair play, but you know. Holy moly. Yeah, new body is nice stuff then. Good stuff. Alright, break just before the bridge. We gotta start pushing. We can't make up ground as much on the power because the power is down a little bit. Oh, oil is starting to get old. Oil is starting to get very, very old. So we're starting to lose some power here and there. But that's alright. Bonk. Alright. 5. Okay, a little bit of a tippy tap there in the rear. Very tippy tappy there in the rear. Holy moly. Beating and banging like it's a proper touring car race, not a GT race. Jeez. I mean, if that's how they want to play, I will gladly do the same to them. Oh, the poor stewarding sheet's got to be lighting up with all the taps against each other. Ooh, alright. You had an issue there? Give me your suck. Actually, degradation's not too bad on this one. Like, we still got the grip. Americans will fear the 102 horsepower. I mean, on tight technical courses, yeah, the lightweight nature and the front-wheel drive grip will be really useful. On tracks with lots of straights, maybe not as much. But I mean, it'll definitely do really well in types of like rally racing and other more very tight technical tracks. So, you got something going on there. Ooh, through the S's. Can you stop doing that, please? There we go. Not you, sorry. My controller, the game, my PC keeps thinking that it has the controller's a mouse, and so I gotta work around. But it's just annoying. The downside of X inputs doesn't do it when I have my PS5 controller, but I can't use my triggers as throttle and brakes. With the PS5 controller, so I have to use the Xbox controller, and it's a pain. But it also works quite well because I get lots of control over my car. I prefer have the throttle control and just have to have the workaround to make it think that it's not a mouse. than anything else. Alright, Viper's pitting. Is the vet pitting? Vet is not pitting. Vet is pitting. Alright, if they're both pitting or in this lap. We'll have to see what my tires are like. We'll have to see what my tires are like. It's gonna be close. We are still pulling a gap on the Japanese and European GT cars. So we will see. Thing is, I'm not sure we'll be able to make up 30 seconds on fresh tires in a single lap. I'm not too sure that's feasible. Like, if you look at the Viper was the first in the pits, and it had a solid gap to the GTR, and it's a good 2-3 corners back. I'm not sure that's feasible. Come on, get around the corner, Get that rotation. We are definitely rotation limited on this track right now. We're able to get the traction out of the corners. Our rears aren't too bad. Getting the front the bites. Full name is the Quattano Milano 160 rally. Very nice. I'm sure do very well in the rallies as well. Oop. Are you pitting? Alright, they're not pitting. Good. The Nismo is, though. Called it. Your front engine vehicles have more degradation than the rear mid-engine vehicles in this game. So you want that you usually want the mid-engine vehicles for longer endurance races. They wear a little bit more evenly. Yeah, it's a super hard to understand meaning. It's usually related to the performance of the vehicle. The alphanumericals in a lot of cars. I much prefer things that actually have like the meaning and stuff, though. Like for example, a lot of the Peugeots are like 906, 905, 903. Like bruh. What? Why? Just call it something cool. Like, people remember what a Huracán is, or a Diablo. Not as many people who know, like, between a 959 or a 458 and a 488. They're just gonna see Ferrari and go, ooh, Ferrari. The 160 to displacement. Cubic inches, I imagine? Or is it it's a 1.6 liter. Right, 1.6 liter. Ooh, the Viper actually managed to make it work. The Viper actually managed to make it work. Ooh. Okay. So note to self, that pit strategy could actually be feasible. Yee. And then the final race. Grand Valley Speedway. Love this track as well. But degradation here is going to be an absolute bear. So we will see what we can do. Alright. Give me the suck. Give me your slipstream. Yeah, I know, like, it actually refers to, like, the displacement of I understand, like, the Ferrari naming convention. But like you talk to a layman, right? The person that's only mildly in the cars, and they're like, oh yeah, well, the 488's newer. But like literally, it becomes, oh, it's just a Ferrari. Like people remember Testarossa. But like, how much, like, you know, the alphanumericals are just kind of, well, they're just a bunch of numbers. Like they don't quite carry the same like picture meaning and everything. Like people remember. People remember, you know, Corvette, Viper, Diablo. Like they immediately conjure up, you know. They immediately conjure up, you know, pictures in your head of what those cars are, what those cars did, what they mean. No, like, no, you say A8, and it's like, okay. Yeah, it's an Audi, but like, it doesn't evoke emotion. Or C32, like, yeah, okay, Mercedes. But like, you'd have to probably look it up to like picture the C32. Oh no, this is the Penos Esperante, racing car built by Don Penos and his company. To race in the American Le Mans series and global GT racing during the early 2000s. Powered by Ford V8 motor. Expecting emotion from the Germans? I mean, that's true. That is true. The Germans are like, well, the last time we showed emotion, it didn't end too well, so complete stone face. Like, damn, not even like Porsche, you know, with all of their high-end cars and everything is like, yeah, no. Let's just keep calling it the 911, but just different chassis codes of the 911. Like, okay. At least they have stuff like the Carrera. Or like, you know, the Panamera at least has something. Yeah. Ironically, and because of that, with the People's Car, they have names that are actual, like, names. You know, you say Volkswagen Golf, it evokes, you know, memories, emotion. The Jetta, same thing. The Beetle, cute car, you know? The Volkswagen Buzz. Like, all of that. It immediately, you get, like, the picture, you get the stereotype, you get, like, the looks and everything. The Mercedes wagon, yeah, exactly. How much is the GTR one was on the same class as the Viper to demolish it? I mean, yeah, you'd be surprised how competitive the Viper was as well. Like, they were all kind of around, like, the same kind of GTS class of racing. Plus, the Viper run by the Orica teams were just really... the Viper had that, you know, that solid overall performance and reliability. The Penos, while quick, did suffer a little bit here and there. It was an agile but fragile car. Yeah, the Beetle's just a nickname, and it's Type 1. Just like the Type 2 is the bus. Like, they literally took, like, other countries to give them the nicknames. Because, like, again, the Germans were being boring. Yeah, but even still, the Penos had the reliability issues. So even then, like, overall performance, like in the long endurance races, it'd be again, it would really depend. Like the Panos would be a lot quicker than the Viper, but if it could actually last the race would be the big question. Whereas the Viper, for the most part, was actually quite reliable for a massive V10. Porsche is just a Beetle. Nah, you can see some similarities, but it's not a Beetle. Though swapping in a Porsche engine into the Beetle would be fun. People have done it before. Yeah, the LMP Panos was actually quite quick. Like, at least in the American Le Mans series, it did give the Audis a good run for the money. And definitely was, on average, the better Le Mans LMP car than the North Star Cadillac. But, yeah, it was some good stuff. It's just a shame it got overshadowed by the Audis. Because, holy moly, it was an amazing... The fact that you had a front-engine prototype and it was actually, like, competitive. Nissan! No one talks about the North Star Cadillac. I mean, to be fair, the North Star Cadillac did look cool. It just was a piece of... Yeah, it just... So many issues. It could have been so cool. Trust me, I'm disappointed in the Cadillac as well. That's why I'm glad to see the GT, the LMDH Cadillacs now and the DPI Cadillacs both being very, very competitive vehicles. Very solid performers. Yeah, like, you have similar design philosophies because it was designed by the same person. Oh, that's the Viper! Damn, okay. Chat, we may be cooked. Chat, we're gonna be cooked. Holy moly, chat, we're cooked. Chat. The Viper is on fresh tires and is right on our ass. We should have pit. Oh, the Viper's getting aggressive with the dives, though. Oh, they're both fighting. If I can get them both fighting, if I can back up the Viper into the Nismo. No! Oh, I'm such an idiot. I should have pit with the Viper. There's not too many. Yeah, I probably should have, but oh well. I don't like doing it. It feels cheatsy. Oh, that is so disappointing. Okay, pit lap 3. That's what I'm gonna do. Fuck. It just fell off the cliff there. Tires literally just fell off the cliff. Alright, I know I needed to do that. Oh, well, we at least got the money. I'm gonna redo that race there because I'm a little bit annoyed that I made that mistake. Pit lap 3. Oh, please. You fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? We already have one of these! We already have one of these. We already have one of these. Are you kidding me? Are you mother? Oh, you. I'm not mad. I say as I absolutely rev the hell out of the Panos. I'm not angry. I'm not angry. We could have gotten a GT1. Or we could have gotten a GT500 class car. No, we get the Nissan Z. Are you kidding me? Oh. Oh, that was a Sylvia? Okay. I mean, that one's less useful. We could have still, used that for the, beginner, Gran Turismo, GT World Championship, event. But, yeah. Oh, game. It literally gave us the vehicle we least needed. I mean, it is a gorgeous Sylvia, yeah. Oh, but the GT1 road car would have been so useful for the MR races. Getting some vehicles for that. As well as it's eligible in the Trial Mountain 2-hour Enduro, because it's counted as a normal car. And the Polyphony Digital Championship, which again, I can only use unmodified road cars. Yeah, back when I had crazy amount of power and crazy amount of downforce and no power. Now they're about, GT3 level pace. And they're making closer to 500 horsepower. But they're still called GT300. Also, it's a shame there's only a few there's only like 2 GT300 cars in Gran Turismo 3. Like only 2. It's the Apexi the Apexi MRS and the CUS Sylvia. That's it. Like all the other GT300 cars in Gran Turismo 2, not in this game. Nope. None of them. Pure GT1 win. Yeah, I'm not sure how you'd be able to do that. Hey, Super GTS and the GT300s. You had the Z, the Supra. You had the BOZ for a while as well. And earlier in the 2010s, you had the Sierra Z and the Prius, the mid-engine V8 hybrid Prius. All right, I'm pitting next lap. I'm not making that mistake again. Why is the vet pitting so early? Yeah, Lotus Evora. The Lotus Evora also competes in the British GT Championship in the GT4 class as well. It's really cool to see some of the more national level manufacturers competing in that championship. You get your Ginettas, you get your, you get your Lotuses, you even get some KTMs as well in a lot of European GT4 races, which is really cool seeing them go about. I mean, the Brits have figured it out. Take an engine that's already been developed so they don't have to worry about designing their own. They do the one thing they're good at, and that's design a chassis and aerodynamics. And then voila, you have a high-performance racing car. Yeah, the Mooncraft cars. Those are some interesting pieces of racing history, too. The car will fall apart. At least the engine will still work. I joke, but I actually love a Lotus. I would absolutely love to drive a Lotus, at least. Especially the ones with the supercharged Toyota engines, like, yes. Alright, we're pitting this lap. Come on, let's make it work, chat. Let's make it work. Yep, going down the order. The Viper will make it work, and we can make it work too, because they will go slower. Damn, even the Corvettes. Yeah, the Carlton. Uh-oh. Did it? Come on. Go. Alright, we got a lot of ground to make up, and fast. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to make it work. Absolutely send it. Alright, how far back are we? 20 seconds. Cool. Alright, give me the grip, give me the grip, give me the go-go-goes. Alright, we're absolutely pushing it. Yeah, the NSX is a good one as well. Although the NSX in a lot of sims, I'm not sure in real life, but at least in a lot of sims, it absolutely hates bumps. At least the GT3 version. Not driven too much of the street version. Ooh, the NSX is pitting in. Okay. The Vet is also pitting again. Oh my gosh, come on. Alright, come on. We're making it work. We're making it work. Big pushes. Can you not? But it's not gonna be enough. Are you kidding me right now? Fine. Fucking Chastain it. It's still not gonna be enough. Son of a... Ugh. Okay. Okay, fine. Fine, I'll get the racing hard tires. They literally... The tires just did not fall off at all. They literally, like, the tires just weren't falling off whatsoever. I was hoping that final lap, the tires would just go. And it's just... Nah. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just not pit. We're just not gonna pit. Yeah, it's a solid GT3 car as well. With being essentially a kite in terms of its performance. Not that great on the straights, but just absolutely tears up the corners. Look, Ma, no pitting. I swear, like, they got faster after we pitted. Alright, come on. After this, we might do the international A license tests. Because there's a car there that's very, very useful. It's got some good power. And it's European as well, which is help us get some variety in our garage. And it'll also allow us to enter some endurance races too, which will get us some decent vehicles. Alright, come on. No pitting, gang. We're gonna be a lot slower in terms of lap time because our tires are very, very, they'll take a while to heat up and get into the green. But on the other hand, it'll be real good to drive in the end of the race. Well, a lot of them are probably pitting. I know the Ray Briggs got a pit. And I think the Pennzoil's got a pit too. Yeah, it might be worth redoing it if the engines are different. Some of the bugs and everything, or the exploits or all that stuff, or tricks and all of that you could use probably aren't nearly as useful. Or there might be other stuff you can use to make the power even more ridiculous. Alright, trying to get that grip in. Zool, welcome. Hope you're well. Right now we are in a fight for first place in the against an NSX and a bunch of GTRs. Not the colon 3. Yeah, there's the colon 3. Yes. Yeah, I know. I'm well aware of that. Zool's a member of the racing team I'm a part of for a lot of the sim racing stuff. How many stuff medical leave to? Hey yo, are you okay? Oh, the push-outs of vibe went out. Very nice. Get more of that low end to work. All right, give me the traction. Give me the traction. Oh, it does not want to grip up on the rears. Come on, I know the NSX has to pit. Ayo, ayo. Where was that understeer? Where was that understeer? Alright, let's get the Ray Brig. The Ray Brig, while I've been messing around with the GTR, the Ray Brig NSX is way out there. I need to catch it quick. Especially now that the lap times are starting to actually come back. Running into 51s, which is, you know, a little bit slower, but not terrible. Alright, take care, JB. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping in, man. Sigma. Alright. Careful, 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 careful. There we go. Big push. Alright, we're slowly catching the NSX. It's gotta be pitting either this lap or next. Because I can see it's on a push lap. Gillsby, welcome. Hope you're well. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. Through the switchback. Got another GTR chasing us down. It's gonna be a tough one. Alright, NSX isn't pitting this lap, but it's gotta pit next lap. 950. Alright, Penzo will pit in. So now the NSX needs to pit. Yeah, it's smoking up the rear, the tires on the braking. Come on. 2 to go. Let's make it count. Alright, easy. Down in the gears. Alright, back out of there, back out of there. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Keep it in. There we go. Our tires are still in a good condition. Their tires are starting to fade off. Alright, so we got Pano's NSX. The absolutely filled with NSXs and GTRs. This race here. Yeah, you're still back there. I see you. I see you. I see you. Back to the right. Okay, okay. One more lap. Tires are great. Okay, so yeah, just hard tires are the way to go. Yeah, hard tires are definitely the way to go. Although that Pennzoil is also catching us up really quickly. So we gotta be a little bit careful. But they got a couple of cars to get through as well. We're good. Yeah. Absolutely no issues. Shouldn't even have to worry about the NSX. It's staying that 1 second gap. And that is what we need. That is exactly what we need. And anyway, we'll be able to sell the 350Z for some extra months, which would be nice. Give us a little bit more money. Give us a little bit more tools and everything that we can use to upgrade some of our vehicles. Or I don't want to, but if we need to start buying some new vehicles as well, that may be necessary. I'm trying to go as long as I can without having to buy a car. It's not working. The random gods are definitely not being nice to me. Alright. I wonder, Professional League, FRA Challenge. Ah, that is an IA license. Alright, license center it is. Let's go. Fun. Alright, let's do this, chat. Let's embrace the pain. Alright, let's see what we can do here. There we go. Nice and smooth. Pain time, license test time. I want to get gold on these as well because we get a very nice car with gold here. That's too early. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Oh, that was bronze. Welcome, Petra. Should I get a truck on monster truck? I mean, I doubt a monster truck will be street legal, so. You're probably better off just a lifted truck if you really want something like that. I know we lost a little bit of ground there. That's fine. Go all the way out to the left. Nope, that. Ah. You're turning in too early, you dingus. Alright. I mean, we lost a little bit of time by hitting the wall, but we're still up one time compared to previously. There we go, there we go. That's the gap we need. Oh, are you kidding me? .044. Oh my gosh. Well, Sava can be bored if he wants to. We already beat him. Oh, that's way too slow. Literally, if we didn't tap the wall there, we'd have been fine. There we go. Alright, now we just need to do literally everything else right. And then we'll be okay. Alright, head for the advents. Apex again. Come on. This is how we do it. Boom, shakalaka. Ah, that wasn't too bad, actually. That wasn't too bad, actually. Alright, next one. Fast complex corners. The Yeet chicane at Trial Mountain. Let's do it. Alright. NES 2000. Alright, want to minimize turning too much. No. Too much of a cut. Too much of a cut. Don't do that. But if you open up the corner, If you open up the corner, you can, I believe. $12, $13, $14, $15. Yes! Second try. I know my trial mountain. I know my trial mountain. Alright. Past complex corners 3 in the Impreza rally car prototype. Oh, this one is a pain if memory serves me correctly. So let's do this. Alright, 23.4 seconds. Come on, get the rotation, get the rotation. 2, 3. Oh! Alright, I am worried. The fact that we're getting this many golds this quickly is a little bit concerning. I'm a little bit worried. Alright. Braking and cornering 3. Alright. Turns 1, 2, and 3 at Tokyo Route 246. We were just doing that. In the NSX as well. Okay. Just remember, maximize the road usage. Get the exit speed. Exit speed over entry speed here. That hit the inside corner there. I'm gonna at least get a time down. Oh, that was terrible. That was dreadful. I'm surprised that didn't fail us right then and there. Yeah, that was genuinely bad. We're good second off. We're good second off even silver. We can do better than that. Alright. That's moderately better, but not nearly good enough. Oh, we're still over a second down. Come on. Let's see if we can break later. Yeah, we can break a lot later than the game says we can. And I think we keep it in 4th here? Yeah, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. Okay. I was going down 1 gear too early, 1 gear too many. And I was braking way too early as well. Alright, the corkscrew. Oh, the corkscrew. The corkscrew, where we get corkscrewed. In the Viper as well. Just a repeat of the GT2 test. There we go. Oh, the understeer is real. Okay. So we got the corkscrew part right. It's the second half that the car just wants to die on us. Keep it in 3rd. No, that's terrible. And that's gonna throw us out wide on a left-hander. Yeah, 7/10 off. I know what I'm doing wrong there. That was pretty rough. We're not going down in a second. That's gonna get the rear end to want to come around on us. We're gonna keep it in 3rd. Get the traction out. Stay tight here. Power on. Okay, we're now only a 10th off. Much better. So we can really make things work, I think. Get that traction out of there. Oh, so close. All right, ran a little bit too wide there. Tried to really extend the corner. Granted, that wasn't too bad. Oh, our line's gonna be all messed up here. Okay, we're getting there. We are getting very close. Less than a 10th. A literal half of a 10th. I gotta straight line that more. I'm turning too much. And it shows. Oh, this is gonna be the tough one. This is gonna be tough. Nope, that's not the angle I want. We can make this work. We're literally less than a 10th away from gold. Why'd you do that? Okay. Come on. I know we can do it. There we go. That's how we do it. And then you run wide. Why did you do that, Isaac? The big thing is getting as close to the inside on the right-hander without going off track or spinning the rear around. And it is very tricky because the Viper does not want to weight transfer well. The Grizzlies lost. Oh no, sorry to hear that, man. Was it at least a close game? Hopefully it was a close game at least, you know. Obviously in the records it doesn't, you know, a loss is a loss. But still, like that is absolutely rough. Come on. Send the track. There we go. By a significant margin there too. Much better. Players forgot how to get the ball in the basket. Oh no. Rip. Very rip. Ripperoni and cheese. Alright, let's see here. This one, if I remember correctly, you gotta short shift. Because the car is super torquey. Like, you gotta shift around like... You gotta shift around like 5,500 RPMs. Nope, that's... Okay. You gotta go left to go right. Short shift, short shift. There we go. Alright, we're close. That wasn't bad for a first start. I want to go to the WCF, but we keep playing like we are now. Yeah, well, hopefully they're able to make a comeback. But if memory serves, the guy's already a decent way into the season, so might be hard to make a comeback if they're not doing too well currently. We got a better run out of that corner. Oh, so number 2 in the rust. Okay, that's not bad, actually. There's still a chance. There we go. Alright, short shift again. Torquey engine. Use that torque. I need more gear. Oh, 8/10. Or 8/100. 8/100. Oh, you pain me. You hurt me so, game. Oh, you hurt me so, game. Yeah, I don't know. I prefer this version of Rome much more versus the GT5 Rome. There's a lot. It feels like an actual track as opposed to 5 and 6's Rome being much more. Like there's a lot less you can do in that version of Rome. It's a lot lower speed, and also there's fewer places to pass. They both use real roads, and actually the tracks do kind of intersect at some points. But like this version's so much better. Oh gosh. Alright, we're getting way too aggressive on that. We're focusing way too much on the exit of the first turn and not nearly enough on the exit of the second. Turning in too early. Oh, 8/100ths of a second. And part of it is literally just down to shifting. Yeah, I know. Or even like they completely redid like special stage Route 11, right? But like they only did it for Gran Turismo 3 and then it's never come back for like any other game. Like bruh, special stage Route 11 is absolutely amazing. And they just never brought it back, which is a shame. Again, Rome, Tahiti Challenge didn't come back. Smoky Mountain, which is a damn shame because I absolutely love Smoky Mountain. That one never came back either. Like that would have been so cool in Gran Turismo 4. Yeah, to be fair, like Super Speedway at least makes sense because it's literally like laid out like Twin Ring Motegi Super Speedway. As in like similar or pretty much the exact same banking, same distance, same all of that stuff. Yeah, Super Speedway looks really cool. It feels a lot more like filled in. Drift out of the corner, and then straight line it to the finish. 4, 5, 6. Shoot. Okay, we're about a second off. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough to figure out where we lose in a second. To be fair, that's kind of how it looks IRL as also. But having it set like right at noon as well, without like any shadowing and all that stuff, really doesn't help the empty feel. Come on, drift around the corner. Alright, 410's off now. Better, but still not, no cigar. Oh boy. I mean, we can full throttle though, so we may actually be losing time by just... And then again, we are gaining time here, so we're making it work. Come on. Oh, that's way too aggressive on a drift. That's way too aggressive on a drift. All right. I want to keep it tighter through here. We may actually be losing time. Oh yeah, we lost like a full, like 2/10 just by going left. That's hilarious. We literally lost all that time by trying to open up a corner when we didn't need to. Yeah, that sounds about par for the course for Isaac. Down in a second. Come on. Give me the rotation. Give me the rotation. I wonder if some gamers are still playing Night Runners. Oh, you can look at Steam Analytics. They still are. Like, just because Tokyo Extreme Racer exists doesn't mean people won't play Night Runners. Not in the slightest. People will definitely still play Night Runners. It's got a different vibe, different music, different type of atmosphere as well. Like, yeah, they're both street racing games around highway racing. But, you know. It's different enough. Like, people will play both Midnight Club and Need for Speed and then love both of them during the 2000s. And both of them were, you know, underground, illicit street racing stuff. Centered around car customization. I actually feel like how the old Wanga Midnights used to feel. Yeah. Come on. Alright, tighter corner, tighter corner, tighter corner. Oh, that was slow. Drift around this one. Boom, shakalaka, first try. I know how to do that one. Yeah, the older ones seemed a bit more grounded and stuff, for sure. Alright, let's get... Let's get our license. That wasn't too bad, actually. We did that in about 30 minutes. The S license all gold is gonna be a pain in my rear, though. But this I like. Isaac likey. Give me the V12 Vanquish. Alright, we have 2 Nissan Z concepts, which is a little bit ridiculous. Alright, let's go with the Vanquish. 450 horsepower, V12, beauty of a machine. Change the oil. And let's try our hand in the naturally aspirated races. So for me, granted, I grew up playing Gran Turismo 3. So I'm much more used to the physics and handling of the cars in 3 versus in 2. So I personally consider it an easier time getting all golden licenses. I mean, you're seeing now how quickly I'm getting all golden licenses versus how I'd even struggle with getting all golden in the B license test in Gran Turismo 2. So, I personally find it easier. But I have grown up. I have grown up with this game. Like, this is like one of my first, dare I say, SimK titles. And it shows. I think we may have used a car that's a little bit too quick for this. Oh well. Yeah, we may have used a vehicle that's a little too quick. Then again, they are keeping pace. We just out-accelerate them. Once we get going, they're still there. I need something positive to all 15 Gran Turismo titles. I mean, I've not played all 15. I have played 1 through 7 and Sports. I have not done the PSP ones. And I have not done like the Gran Turismo concept ones or like the prologue ones or anything like that. So I'll at least do like the 8. Alright, Gran Turismo 1, it was the first. It was literally what got console Simcade racing on the map. And really brought about the love of a lot of Japanese cars that we never got in the States to the States. And vice versa. It literally made TVRs popular in Japan because it had things like the Griffith and all that stuff. Gran Turismo 2, it took what Gran Turismo 1 did and made it even better. 600 cars on a PlayStation 1 disc was absolutely mental. Really great variety of content. Really good sandbox. Good career sandbox. Where you get the freedom to kind of tackle events how you want, when you want, and everything. While still putting up a challenge if you want to make it challenging for yourself. Gran Turismo 3 really brought the game into the next generation of consoles and did a damn good job at it as well. And me personally, it has my favorite soundtrack of all the Gran Turismo games. Having Lenny Kravitz, having Judas Priest, having Motley Crue, having Apollo 440, Don't Stop the Rock, like all of that stuff. Having Snoop Dogg rapping about Gran Turismo is absolutely amazing. It's still my favorite soundtrack of this day, and I am genuinely sad that I can't actually like play it with the soundtrack on stream without YouTube kicking me in the nuts. But I think it was a good one, GT2 and 3. I was hoping to get goldies and I can't do it. Yeah, 3 was my first Gran Turismo. I only played 2 later. 2 still kicks my butt with the licenses. 3, with the exception of getting reused to the rally physics, for the rally license, and then the pain that is some of the S license tests, it's not too bad. Like, of all like the earlier PS1, PS2 games, I'd say Gran Turismo 3 has the easiest licenses. And then like for like all of them pre-sport, it was probably Gran Turismo 6. 5 was quite challenging. 4 just had so many. 3 wasn't too many, and like most of them are quite reasonable. Okay, with the exception of B8 and A7. But I mean, I'd rather try to get one single corner right and have that be the tough one than literally try to do a full, like, clean, almost perfect lap of the Nordschleife twice in a Gran Turismo 4 playthrough. Yeah, true. But I mean, American exceptionalism, you know? I'm American. And I mean, the NTSCU had the best soundtrack of Gran Turismo 3. I've listened to the PAL version. I've listened to the NTSC-J version. You got some solid stuff. Like, you got a lot of good electronica in the PAL version that I do quite like, actually. But I do prefer the US version. The US version is my personal favorite. Yeah, the NTSCU OST at GT2 is also really good. You got a lot of like your industrial electronica that was popular in the late 90s. That was really good. Yeah, the intro movie was also nice. It was what? I'm trying to remember what song was in the intro movie in GT2. By the way, it was good stuff. I know in the Power version you got the Cardigan's My Favorite Game, I think. In the US, did you get? I thought you got Illin in Heaven by Fatboy Slim. Oh no, I got it reversed. Power version had Illin in Heaven. US NTSCU got My Favorite Game. I got it backwards. Granted, both songs are nice. Yeah, losing out on the Diablo GT1 was sad, but we did get the Pano, not the Panos, yeah, I think we did get the Panos as a unique US version car. And I think the Zonda is unique to the US and US version too. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know we got some unique vehicles in the US versions. Gran Turismo 4, best career mode. Literally, no matter what you find, no matter what you drive, 9 times out of 10, there is a race for it that you probably haven't done yet. The sheer variety of events, the sheer amount of content in the tracks, in the cars, and the way they use those tracks and cars is amazing. You want a race for classic muscle cars? There's a race for classic muscle cars. A race with DTM cars? Yep. You want an endurance series for your super classic road-going cars that mimics the Mille Miglia on a bunch of tracks that kind of look like a bunch of European roads? Yep, they got that too. Endurance races? Yep. Like actual endurance races as well. 24-hour races? Yep. So many cool things. One-make races by the buttload. It was just so good. The amount of content and variety of content and freedom to tackle the content how you wanted in GT4 makes it very, very close to Gran Turismo 3 in terms of the best Gran Turismo game. 3 still beats it out just a little bit more because the nostalgia. I'm gonna fully admit it, it is legit just a nostalgia. But nostalgia do be making me feel nice about the game. And the game itself still holds up quite lovely as well. It just, I don't know, 3 feels a lot warmer and a lot more friendly, whereas 4 is where it started to feel a little bit more, dare I say, clinical, a little bit more subdued, a little bit more mature. Whereas 3 is still, you know, you got the bright colors on the heads-up display. You know, a lot of the tracks is around like sunrise, sunset, the golden hour, where you really, really, really get to see, you know, your vehicles all, you know, lit up and pretty and everything. All that fun stuff. Gran Turismo 5. Gran Turismo 5. For what they did add, I really do like what they did add. Adding Spa, adding Indianapolis, you know, a decent amount of the original circuits were pretty alright as well. Like, Cape Ring was genuinely enjoyable to race on. Especially in like your mid-power touring cars and GT cars with the loop and the jump. really, really cool. Having the sheer variety content as well, with the having NASCAR, having kart racing, having rally, you know, all of that stuff. Pretty cool, pretty awesome. Like, they really, really tried with 5. Gran Turismo 6, this is the sandbox. Again, like, literally with every car available to you, if you have the money to buy it, like, you can literally just go in and be like, what kind of car do I want to drive today? And as long as you have the money for it, you can buy a car and enter a decent amount of events with that car and be semi-competitive and, like, have a great time. Even more so when they had the online seasonal events as well. I do feel bad about, like, the people that managed to get the game after, like, the online servers are shut down, because literally I still have amazing memories of my, like, early high school years just chilling in, like, drift and drag lobbies, or doing, like, you know, joining, like, the car club feature and doing, like, a one-make race with, like, Suzuki Cappuccinos, or, like, that type of stuff. That was probably my first introduction to League Simcade, I guess, racing. Yeah, the fan servers do exist now, which is good. Like, I'm glad the fans are, you know, making sure that as much of the content is available now as you can. Which is really, really nice. Just out of curiosity with those fan servers, do they create their own, like, special or seasonal events that, like, rotate out? Because if they do, major props to them. That would be so cool. If it's just to play, like, the online mode, I mean, that's still awesome, but, like, you know, it'd be the seasonal events. The seasonal events were, like, the main reason to keep going, because they really, like, added a bunch of, like, really cool, unique stuff. Everything from one-make races for, like, you know, mini brand cars only, to Japanese 80s cars, to Group C cars, where it was literally, like, certain performance points restrictions with, like, between, like, the 1980 and, like, 1992, I think. American Muscle Championship, where it was, like, American cars from, like, 1980 earlier. Like, all of that stuff. Like, there was so many great seasonal events, and it was awesome. They even did one, I think, for, like, hybrid cars on, like, Earth Day one year, which was really cool. Wef, welcome! Hope you're well. We're driving the Aston Martin Vanquish. Big V12 power against a much smaller, lighter British car. The Lotus Elise. British versus British. 2 different cars, 2 different design philosophies. Pure power versus lightweight nimbleness. And they're surprisingly equal in this track, actually. Bonk. Down a gear, get the rotation. Where were we? Right, 6 had the sandbox and everything. Sports. The improvements in the vehicle sounds, as well as, like, the structured online racing, was actually pretty solid. Like, yeah, people would drive like idiots on the online servers in sport mode, but, like, genuinely, like, they gave, like, the esports thing a genuine try, which for a console-based Simcade title is very, very admirable. Also, some of the original circuits in sports, like, they come close to, like, the early game original circuits and just how good they are. Lago Maggiore, absolutely amazing. One of my favorite tracks in the world. Dragon Trail, both Garden and Seaside. The Seaside, especially with the Yeet Chicane. Wonderful. Top notch. Blue Moon Bay, actually pretty solid as an oval course. And the Roval part is fun in lower powered cars. Even some of the off-road courses are actually pretty fun. Like, Fisherman's Ranch it's a pain in the butt to do the circuit experience one in 7. But it's still enjoyable. It's enjoyable to drive one. And like the graphics were like a major step up from 6 to sports. Like, I remember the first time I played it, because I was a little bit of a late adopter for sports. Booting it up on my PS4, clamping down my Logitech G29, and we literally already have one of those as well. Alright then. And like, it was just... Oh, it was just so good. Just so nice. Like, it was amazing. Just some amazing stuff. Amazing memories just doing this sport mode and everything. Yeah, we have 2 Mazda RX-8s. I don't know, I like the RX-8s. I say as I sell one. The gameplay audio is lagging. Is it really? Oh shit. 1 second. Alright, are we back? Are we back now? Is it lagging currently? I don't think it'll be lagging now. That is so annoying. You get into a rhythm and everything and all of a sudden... Yeah, okay, so we're back. Game audio. Okay, not a lagging now. Alright, good stuff. Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat, for letting me know. That is one thing I can't check. I can check if my voice is lagging. I can check if my music is like off sync or whatever. But the game audio, it does genuinely bother me if I try to have it run is goon now. It's all over now. Alrighty. So what can we do? What can we do? Let's get back in the Esperante. What's in the professional FR challenge? What kind of cars are in that? Ah. So those are still road-going cars. But what we can do is we can do the Dream Car Championship. Yeah, let's do the Dream Car Championship then. Ooh, Watch Band GT Championship, maybe. Let's do the Dream Car Championship. There's a 7 race here. We're up against all the LM classification cars. So, some good stuff here. Oh yeah, we do have tire wear as well. But thankfully, we are on the racing hard tires. The downside is these vehicles here are a little bit quicker. They are a little bit quicker than the GTS class cars, which does make it a little bit challenging. Ow. I say a little bit, like they're only about like a 5/10, half a second a lap quicker. So that's not unmanageable. Yeah, some of the LM cars in Rally, like for example the Subaru LM car actually is really, really good as a rally car. And even some of the rear-wheel drive ones, like you can put them on the Altezza. It's just the Altezza is pretty terrible as a rally car. The Impreza actually quite good as a rally car. The Altezza, not as much. Yeah, the FDA you can put them on it as well. But Ooh, dive down the inside. Come on, I need my tires to get up the temperature so I can get up to the speed with the Altezza. These cars do have more downforce. So it'll be an interesting battle. Yeah, pretty much all the four-wheel drive cars can get the rally tires on. But then you also get some rear-wheel drive and some front-wheel drive cars as well. For example, the AE86 Hachiroku can, as well as the Vits. Both of them can actually get dirt tires. And I believe one or two of the roofs as well. Like, I think the roof RGT can actually fit dirt tires as well. Though I have never tried it. Oh, and the Beetle Cup car, the Lupo Cup car, and the Clio Cup car. All of them can fit rally tires too. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, any four-wheel drive car can do well in rally. Yeah, true. Because you just get so much grip from the low speed corners and everything. Whereas like anything rear wheel drive is just pretty terrible. Oh, come on, don't push me out wide. Yeah, I mean, the Pikes Peak is an absolutely amazing vehicle though, even in GT3. But it's much less feasible to use in this than in that game, and then in 2. In 2, it was just a monster everywhere. In 3, it's got the crazy turbo lag, and it does wear out its tires pretty quickly, so you do need to be a little bit careful about it. But it's still an amazing car. Down a gear, get the rotation. Oh, actual Pikes Peak, yes. Actual Pikes Peak is sad that it never came back, especially because Gran Turismo has a semi-exclusivity deal with Pikes Peak. Yeah, the Pikes Peak wheelie glitch. Yeah, you end up going light speed, and then the game literally freezes because it can't render that quick. Like, you literally end up going faster than light. And then the game just breaks. Well, yeah, except sport as well. It wasn't in sport. But every numbered GT game since 2, yes. It was added as DLC in GT7. And it's semi-usable in a couple of the Neoclassica races. Mainly the mainly the Red Bull Ring and the Fuji Speedway one, because of the high speed sections. We can really use its power. Less so on Willow Springs. We need more Neoclassic races. I want more excuses to use my 787B. Because unfortunately the Group 1 races in GT7 are mostly dominated by a lot of the Vision GT Group 1 cars, like the Mazda or the Bugatti or the Jaguar are among the 3 that are the quickest there. Yeah, you can do the crazy. Yeah, you can do that on that. You can do it on the R390 as well. I think you can do it on the 787B, but I'm not sure. Give me some power. There we go, cross the line. First race won. 25 grand, 25 big smackaroos there. getting lots of money. Holy moly, we're getting close to $1 million. Yeah, but imagine it'd be difficult to get the scans for the GT1 road car as well, given the fact that like literally only one exists. So it'd be tough to get, you know, data and everything on that. But it'd be really, really fun. Especially because they don't have a direct competitor in the Porsche 911 GT1 Strassen version. And it'd also be an excuse to get other GT1 street cars added in the Gran Turismo 7 that you can then use, hopefully, if they're smart, to create a race event for those types of vehicles. You know. They're about on par. They're thereabouts. But the fact that the road going version is very similar performance to the racing version is really nice. Oh gosh, don't hit that inside curb, Isaac. That was very bad. See, I don't usually try to... In Gran Turismo 2, I don't usually try to upgrade my cars too much. Or at least I don't do like the crazy mega power upgrades. So that might be why I wasn't as familiar with that. Gosh, I can't get the grip. Oh yeah, we're struggling, We need traction. We need traction. Come on. Damn, you can use the TSO20 road car. A basically one-of-one concept car that never reached production in off-road races. Bruh. That's ridiculous. Oh gosh, it does not want to bite up there. We should have gone with the mediums. We should have definitely gone with the mediums. The front, the hards are not. The hards are not really doing it for us. Like, we're keeping pace with the front pack, but I don't think all three of them are gonna pit. Granted, we're starting to get traction now. So we may be able to make up some grounds. Oh, but this is gonna be a tough one. Yeah, okay. A little bit closer. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, 2.8, 2.8. So we're within 3 seconds now. We are gaining. We are indeed gaining. 2.2. The thing is, when that Altezza goes to pit, that S2000 is going to be gone. So we need to be back up there with them and stat. Alright, 2.4. Lost a little bit of ground there. Not by much, though. Alright, they're fighting for position. This will make both of them offline. Yeah, they're already kicking up dirt. Alright, within 2 seconds now. Yeah, the RX-7 got the worst of the bunch there. Down on speed. Come on. Yeah, you're not gonna go for that gap. I know you. I know you better than that. There we go. We're still setting faster and faster laps. There we go. Up into the lead. The hards are really coming alive now. Ooh, that's 2000s pitting. Okay. Only 3 endurances left. Which 3 are those? Rome? Yep, all night, and then the other one. So yeah, basically like 2 of the longest ones left. Granted, at least the all-night one in GT2 is at Special Stage Route 5 instead of Special Stage Route 11, like it is in Gran Turismo 1 and 3. So you at least have an easier track with that one. But it's still a pretty long one. And then the Rome is around 2 hours, there or thereabouts. And then you did Grand Valley. Nice. The Grand Valley is always fun to race on. Grand Valley is a great track. The fact that it was an OG track and like it's still like one of like the Polyphony's better tracks as well is just a testament to just how much they cooked with some of the track designs in the early games. Yeah, Route 11 was so good. Trial Mountain, Apricot Hill, Seattle, Grand Valley, Room all night. There's a Laguna Seca one. We're literally on the track. There's a Laguna Seca one. We were we were literally on the track. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. I'm like, you could probably see the light bulb go off in my head. I'm like, oh yeah, you dingus. This is the actual track you're on. Oh yeah, the tunnel thing. It was basically like their version of Monaco, but like higher speed sections as well. Some really good stuff. I miss Special Stage Route 11 as well. I want that to come back. The circuit experience on Special Stage Route 11 would be such a pain. it would still be worth it. It would still be worth it. Like, we need urban tracks in Gran Turismo 7 that aren't Tokyo Expressway. No overtaking zone, freaking Wangan Midnight Wannabe-esque stupid course with the most annoying license tests and most annoying circuit experience. I guess maybe they ran out of space. You gotta think they could barely fit the content on there already. And Special Stage Route 11 is a absolute chongus of a track. So imagine having all the textures and everything for that. Okay, I need to go to software render. I'm sorry. It's gonna result in a few graphical glitches. But I need to. One, the flickering is actually getting to me. Two, it's causing some serious frame drops. Would it surprise me if a spec actually added it in? That'd be cool. That would be so cool. Alright, we're 2 seconds down. Time to make up some ground now. Fronts are starting to come alive. Rears, not quite so. But we're starting to get heat in the tires. We're starting to get heat in the tires. Yeah, a new track should be, in theory, possible. Biggest thing is just getting the files to work with the game and everything. And then also AI pathing. Like the cars are a bit easier because it's just like you can probably take a vehicle, copy it, and then modify like different parameters, and then change like the model body, like swap that out. But like the AI, getting AI pathing right on some tracks, I imagine has got to be very, very tricky. But I mean, it's still feasible. Alright, up into third. We're in the suck of the Mazda. Mazda brakes way early there. You don't need to brake that early. Oh, the S2000. That's a quick car. Like I can see the brake glow as well in the nighttime tracks. When you're alongside them and they're deep on the brakes. Very, very cool. Very, very cool feature. Alrighty. Down in the gears. Ooh. Alright. I see ya. I see ya. Alright, big push now. Alright, S2000's coming in. Alteza's coming in. RX-7 is pretty good on its tires, though. I will say that. Yeah, the RX-7 is definitely very, very nice. Very gentle on its tires. The other vehicles, not so much. I know the Paynos is pretty rough on its tires, which is why we have the harder tires. But even still, we're able to go quick. This is race 3 of 7. Hopefully we get a good car out of this as well. I would absolutely love some good vehicles. Alright, up a gear, come on. Nice and smooth. Alright, down a gear in a second. Yeah, we're 5 seconds ahead of the RX-7. Extending the gap. Making it work. One more lap. And then we got 4 more races to go in this championship. I think we got a good run going. Ooh, the RX-7's pitting too. Okay. So who is gonna be the new leader after the RX-7 pits? Ooh, the Tamikaira. The non-LM race car that competes in a Dream Car Championship. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. You get a non-race car just due to the tire conservation in 2nd place overall. Good stuff. Yeah, Saturn 1 was built. That's a gorgeous machine. I'd love to own a ZZ1 someday, maybe, if I can get one imported. But they're pretty pricey. But they look so cool as well. Very lightweight, very agile, little target top roadsters. Yeah, 17 seconds back. I think I'd fit in it. I'm only 5'8", and I'm on the lighter end of the 100-pound spectrum. So, yeah, no, I think I'd be able to fit pretty easily in one. I mean, I fit in and was able to drive an MG MGB, and I've driven a Miata before, so I'd imagine I could fit in a ZZ1. Probably. I mean, I'm 6. Oh, ripperoni and cheese. Be able to reach a top shelf, but can't enjoy tiny sports cars. I'm sorry, man. That is a ripperoni and a half. That's a big rip. No, I'm sorry. Hey, for what it's worth. For what it's worth, my dad is also very tall at over 6 feet, and he's got the same struggles. So I feel for you both. It's rough. Try to sit at least in the car. Oh no. Yeah, the Elise is tiny. You'd probably be able to fit in an Esprit without too much difficulty, though. The Esprit's a bit more roomy. So you'd have something there. At least, you know, a different option for a Lotus. Especially the later, like the later V8 Esprits, those ones have a little bit of space in them. I saw one at the 6 Hours of the Glen last year. It was a kind of an off orange color, like a pale orange color, and it was gorgeous looking though. It was nice. Oh, come on, we need traction now. We're losing them. Oh, right, I can go back to hardware mode. Oh, that looks so much better. That looks so much better. Not able to always do it because of the graphical glitches in some games, but hardware mode really works. S4 Esprit has enough space without the helmets. Oh yeah, tracking one would be difficult. You'd have to basically get like a gurney. You'd have to get like a gurney bubble installed. You could probably get something fabricated to replace the sunroof with like a gurney bubble type of design. Because Dan Gurney had a... True. Because Dan Gurney had a similar issue with the Ford GT40, where he was just too tall for the vehicle. And so you can tell the ones that Dan Gurney drove because it has that distinctive bubble in the top. A cool fact about Dan Gurney, he was one of the drivers that began the tradition of spraying champagne on the podium instead of just drinking it. He started the tradition of that, which is really cool. Yeah, the gurney bubble. Yeah, custom seat could be a good option as well. Gosh, can you imagine how difficult it must be for like Shaquille O'Neal to like have a car? Like, dude's gotta have like massive SUVs or something. Because there's no way that man is fitting in like a sports car or anything like that. Also started a winning tradition for Twitter with the Celica and then the Eagles, yes. And he also helped with the design of the Emirate too. Man was a great engineer and a great race car driver, so big props to him. Alright, easy around the corners. Get that front end bite. Get that traction. Down through the gears. Oh yes, the tires are coming. The tires are coming alive in like the last 3 laps of the race. Tires are super with them to didn't go to the IMS after the Celica. I imagine it's just financial stuff. Toyota was more so focused on like a lot of like the WRC things at the time. You got to think the 90s had a bit of a downturn in the economy as well, both globally and all that stuff. So it was a little bit rougher for us to do like the racing and everything. Maybe, but I mean, it does cost money to also develop a GTO car as well, and they must have figured it wasn't worth it. Wasn't worth the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. I'm not sure though. Yeah, the early games cameras are pretty rough. That's why it's very difficult to drive in the earlier games as well. Part of what makes the early licenses more difficult is it's harder to get a sense of speed in Gran Turismo 1 or 2. Gran Turismo 3 has a much better sense of speed compared to the other two. 2's is better, yeah, but it wasn't until like 3 and 4 where the camera really got good. Like you can drive this and be, can you not focus it on a mouse? There we go. Boom, shakalaka. Monies! A GTO Super. Oh, that would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty awesome. You could get like a 2-frame chassis and everything. Ooh, this one might be a little bit tough. I'm gonna go for it though. This one may legit be pain for me though. But we will see. Alright, we are in a slipstream. And we're keeping pace. Like we're able to go around like the 200s out of the slipstream, which would be pretty quick. Although what we can also do is we can work with just one of them. Yeah, working with just one of them may be the benefit. That way we don't get mogged by the swarm. Ooh, okay. So it managed to be considered a production-based engine even if it was kind of a specially designed engine. Very nice. Alright, come on. I need you to stay ahead of me, or they keep backing out on the corner. That's gonna be pain. That's gonna be pain. I don't want you to back out on the corner. I want you to get the suck, and we gotta leapfrog, okay? Gosh, doing super speedway racing with beep boop AI is always difficult. Cause you can't actually work as a team with them or anything like that. I can't bump draft them, they'll back out. Granted, we are at least pulling along the S2000, so where it's basically just us and one other car. Alright, I'm letting off the throttle for a sec. There we go. Alright. Let's go faster, let's extend the gap. Stop braking! Do not brake. You don't need to brake. You have enough downforce to go this full throttle. Alright, bump draft time. Yeah, I mean, production base definitely had some looser meanings back then, I think. Alright, come on, you Honda. Alright, big push, big push. Let's extend the gap. And let's also make this race go by quicker. Oh, the test track. There's a Vitz race here in the professional league. And needless to say, not fun. All the other Vitz races are fun. I actually quite like the Vitz championship. But the professional league race, the test track race at the Vitz is very much pain. The DTM and Alfa Romeo. Yeah, like yeah, it's some pretty ridiculous stretches for production-based engines for sure. Alright, get around me. I'm letting off, I'm letting off. Go, 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 go. Yeah, they had the custom V6s that revved at like crazy high RPMs and everything. Come on. Stay speedy. Stay speedy, S2000. See, this is the power of bump drafting right here. Like, look at the gap we have managed to pull on the rest of the field. Like, absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, better airflow, better pizza. DTM. Yeah, they could go some crazy high RPMs, crazy high speeds. They sounded amazing as well. If you ever watch some like videos from that time period of the all-wheel drive era of DTM, they sounded absolutely ridiculous. Some good stuff. Come on. Gosh, 10 minutes of oval, basically. Alright, new fastest lap. I like how we're just steadily extending the gap to like the rest of the field as well. I think Opel was part of GM at the time as well, right? Like, I know now they're PSA, but back then in the 90s, weren't they also GM? Could have sworn they were. So it makes sense that they kind of, you know, contact, you know, GM, the GM family parts bin and be like, all right, what can we use? Come on. Just gotta get through there. Just gotta get through there. Yeah, that's why that. Yep. Okay. Wanted to make sure. Come on. All right. Push the S2000. Got a lap and a half to go. We are literally just bump drafting this thing the entire way. This will allow us to get ahead of it into the final turn. Yeah, the production versions had the smaller V's, well, the smaller bank V6 for packaging and everything. We're having a wider V6 allowed, you know, 11 more power and everything for the higher RPMs. All right. We may as well... Okay, they're pitting. Well, we helped them out as best as we can, and then they decided they don't want that help. So, alright. You don't need to pit. Your tires will still be fine. They're not turning that much. Who else is pitting? Now the RX-7's in the lead. You could have gotten second if you had stayed out with me. Now this lap's going to go even longer. Damn. Yeah, Mercedes using in-house design. All the others are like, alright, what can our parent companies or like other groups within our parent company have that we can use to build these crazy engines? Oh man, my fingers are starting to hurt. Literally just pressing down a trigger full all the way and nothing else is just a little bit tedious. Yeah, tedious is probably the best word for that. Come on. That is true. So they had to kind of scrape the parts bin and find other things to work. See, Mercedes already had it planned out, and they're like, all right, let's do it. Come on. Gosh, 30, it'll be like 32, 33 miles. Yeah, 33 miles. Add to this car. Absolutely ridiculous. 2 seconds slow without the bump draft. I mean, easy 25K though. And 2 more races. Yeah, just gotta homologate the spicy engines instead. Alright. Special stage Route 11. What's the final race of this one? I know we got Route 11. What else do we have coming up? We already did Apricot Hill. We already did Special Stage Route 5. We already did Test Course. What are we missing? What is the last race of this championship? I'm trying to remember. Just sad that, Bernie killed this series. Yeah. Bernie Eccleston. I mean, dude was, you know, there for F1, so I mean, I guess it makes sense, but just sad to see other things go at the expense of F1. I mean, it's still better than no swearing BS Sulayem. So, you know, yeah, the Benny boy is certainly living up to his initials, MBS. Yeah, I mean the people in managerial positions of like those major organizations and everything, sometimes they're the ones that really shouldn't be in power. And I'm just glad that we don't have random sprinklers being put on tracks to randomize the weather and everything. Yeah, the tunnel. I like the start finish straight with all the red and yellow lights on the sidewall. Like that is always so cool. Ow, right? Hard tires. Just seeing it almost like reverberate past you as you're going past all the office blocks as well. Just really cool to see. Come on, heat up those tires. I have an Indy versus F1 race. That'd be a tough one to do though. Because even though the cars were comparable, they were still built on like different dish regulations. And different, especially different tire compounds. So it would have been interesting to see what they could do, especially because at the time, I don't think Indy or F1 raced at any of the same tracks. Which made it really hard to compare. Would have been cool if for nothing else, they both raced on like the same track, just at different times of the year. So we could have seen a comparison of, you know, the kart cars and the F1 cars at the time. Which sectors one would be quicker than the other? Which sectors the others would be quicker? You know, I'd imagine the more downforce-oriented sections, the F1 cars might actually be a bit quicker. And then, like, the high-speed sections, the power sections, you know, the Indy cars would be a lot quicker. Oh yeah, together would also have been pretty cool, but even if they didn't want to do a together race, like, at least having them race on, like, the same track at different times of the year would have been a cool comparison. Fortunately, that never happened either, because, like, they never... I don't think they ever raced on, like, the same tracks. And it wasn't until IndyCar and F1 had raced at COTA that we got a comparison. That was back when, you know, IndyCar became more of a spec series with focuses on cost savings and everything. So it wasn't nearly as comparable. The times when Indy did go... Yeah, F1 ran at Indy, but like... did Indy run at the Indy... I'm trying to remember, did Indy run at the Indy road course? Because you gotta think it was still during the splits, where Tony George owned the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Oh, they did run at the Indy road course. Okay. The kart cars ran at the Indy road course. Because the IRL cars were way off the pace, because they were designed to be more for like the spec, you know, cost savings and everything. Yeah, the IRL cars were considerably slower than the kart cars. Less downforce, less detuned engines. I'm talking like if F1 and like the kart cars had ever raced like during the same era, that would have been cool. Yeah, the kart cars had the turbos, but I mean like. You had the tire work going on in F1, which caused like the tires to be super grippy during the late 90s before they switched to the groove tires. Yeah, the advances in aero. Sure, they were down on power, but like it would have been an interesting comparison to see like Like, the kart cars probably would have been a lot quicker in the straights and on higher speed tracks, or more like stop and go tracks, like maybe like Monza or like Hockenheim, old Hockenheim. The kart cars probably would have been quicker. But on your twistier technical tracks like Silverstone, like Monaco, or if you're going to America, you know, like Long Beach and that type of stuff, the F1 cars probably would have really, really ripped, I think. So it would have been cool to see. It would have been cool to see like what tracks were faster for which cars, and if there was ever a track where the cars would actually be equal in pace. 97 DTM cars are all going to be carbon monocoque. Very nice, very pricey, but very nice. With production body panels, but you still had the carbon frame, which just kind of bolted or riveted onto the frame. Cool stuff. Like nowadays, I think carbon monocoque, oh yeah, standard kind of higher end race car and everything, but like in the 90s, like that was a hefty chunk of change. Yeah, Zach Speed. They had the V8 Viper as well that they used in the Nürburgring 24, as well as the VLN as well. That was really cool. They're like, all right, engine too big. That's fine. We'll just close up 2 of the cylinders. I will say the 2000s DTM cars with their V8 rear-wheel drive design were also really cool. Because you had the CLK, you had the Calibra, like those two were really, really awesome. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Big push. Alright, one more race after this. Let's make it count. Let's make it count. Right, so the Calibra is the four-wheel drive, the Astra was the V8 rear-wheel drive era. Mercedes is had the CLK. And who else competed in 2000s DTM? Those are the 2 big ones I remember. I don't remember the other ones, if there were any other ones. I know that it was basically the big Opel versus Mercedes rivalry. Oh yeah, the Audi TT as well. Although that one was four-wheel drive, I think. And then they went from the TT to the the S4. Yes. Yes. No? It wasn't four-wheel drive. I just sworn they had a four-wheel drive version. Maybe maybe I'm forgetting. Or maybe they had a four-wheel drive. Maybe they had a four-wheel drive version that competed in other racing series. I don't know. I don't know where I'm getting the four-wheel drive from. Oh well. By the way, yeah, the Audis, the TT, and then the S4 in the DTM. Those are really cool. Yeah, that one, they had the A4 prototype then as well. And then later on, and I think it was 04, they switched from the TT to the S4 chassis design. GT1 is still a pretty solid game, even some of these are. Yeah, it's still a really cool game. Like, it's one that you can go back and enjoy and enjoy the simplicity of it, which is nice. Alright, come on, I need these tires to come alive. Yeah. Maybe they had a VLN version that was forward drive that I'm remembering. Maybe. No? Okay. Then I'm just completely misremembering then. So according to the official GT website, Twitch Trip is a GT game. It's a spin-off, essentially. Close enough to a GT game anyway. Though I've never actually played Tourist Trophy. As much as I do enjoy motorcycle racing IRL, motorcycle racing in like, especially like more of like your simulator type games, it doesn't feel nearly, it feels very strange. It's hard to kind of feel when you're like at the limit of grip versus in like a four-wheel car versus a two-wheel bike. So I don't really like doing a lot of like the motorcycle like sim games and everything. So you get so much less feeling. It's hard to feel when you're high siding or low siding. Yeah, 04 is when I went to the A4. Okay. Yeah, they try to keep the touring in the touring cars before they went to the crazy Class 1 specifications in the 2010s. Bonk. Hi. I need these tires to really start to get some grip on them. I know it's a longer race, a 7-lap race. But, like, come on, please. Give me something. Yeah, the TT wasn't all that great. Like, it was cool, but it was pretty. It wasn't as competitive compared to like things like the you know, the Mercedes and the Opel. It was a bit down on pace. Whoa, major dive bomb there. Eager Beaver, holy moly. I'm glad I held off on turning in. I mean, okay, fair, they're all considered class 1, but I mean like, you know, the push to pass, DRS, crazy, you know, 700 horsepower inline 4-cylinder, you know, class 1 cars that became way too expensive to develop for a national levels championship. They still produce some really cool racing, and I'm glad I was able to live through and literally watch the live streams of those races. But on the other hand, like, I get that it was never gonna last. Yeah, even in GT500 cars, like, I'm surprised Japan's able, like, the big 3 Japanese manufacturers are able to, you know, keep fielding like the big, you know, class 1 GT500 cars, because they got some crazy amounts of tech in them for what's essentially literally a an Asia Pacific series that's primarily just in Japan. On the other hand, it does make it really, really cool and unique to watch. Oh yeah. Alright, 4 more laps to go. Big push. Yeah, seeing the DTMs and the Super GTs would be cool. Although you'd probably have to get rid of the push to pass. You'd probably have to get rid of the push to pass and the DRS of the DTMs, or at least disable it for the race. Given the fact that the GT500 cars do not have either of those. They don't have the DRS or the push to pass, the overtake. Yeah, they only have the crazy, like they still have the similar specifications and everything. So if as long as you disable the push to pass and all that stuff, they could be BOP to be close to each other in performance. But yeah. Those DTM cars were a whole another animal. Yeah, some exhibition races, but like no, they didn't combine the series. Which is a bit of a shame. Would it be cool to see the Japanese cars with some more of the German tracks, and seeing like, you know, an Audi versus like a Lexus racing down the main straight of Fuji side by side would have been pretty cool. Especially given how many big names were, and still are, in DTM as well now, even with it being a GT3 series. Like, you had some really good stuff. You had, you know, Matthias Ekstrom, you had Robert Wickens, you know, Timo Glock. Some really, like, big name people. Yeah, same spec and everything, so they could be BOP'd within, you know, pretty close to each other. Big thing is just to remove the push pass and DRS. Would have been cool to see the, you know, the how well they could be raced. But I mean, like, actually combining the series would have been really cool as well. Have it be like an international series where you race on some of the German tracks and like surrounding areas. And you do some of like the Japanese and Pacific races as well. Much newer GTs and more collaboration with IR racing leagues. Yeah, and more events too, like actual like events for like the different like classifications of cars. That'd have been cool. Yeah, like they were within like the same classification, similar to like a GT3 or a GT4 class car, which those could also be, you know, despite some differences. You still have the aero differences and some power differences as well, at least on paper. So maybe a little bit of BOP could be applied, but like it wouldn't be a lot. You're talking like maybe 10, 15 kilograms at most added to like some of the faster cars. Which in the grand scheme of things is like next to nothing. Alright, 2 to go. Easy. Easy. Alright, up short shift the second. I mean, yeah, you had similar wing sizes, all that stuff, but like even then, you have different, entirely different aero components on those cars. Yeah, same size and everything, but like it's enough of a difference that, again, like you'd see a little bit of difference in performance. And with that, that would be, you know, where you BOP them, so you get, you know, some level of parity. That way it doesn't turn into a massive development war. Because in Super GT you have the success ballast, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but it at least prevents, like, you know, too many wins early on and everything like that. Which does allow some of the slightly slower GT500 cars to catch back up and everything. I'm not sure what they did with DTM, but yeah. Like they already had some level of kind of BOP-ish with Super GT. So I'd imagine if they were to combine them, they probably need something similar to that, maybe. Yeah, this is the naturally aspirated Ford V8s. Yeah, like you're talking probably within like a couple of tenths of a second per lap. But again, that's like the same with GT3s, GT4s as well, where you can drive most of them within like a couple of tenths of each other, and then you BOP them because they're the same classification of car. Alright, easy. The fronts are starting to get a little bit used up. Yeah, that fell through though. Well, we did have one race in the 2000s, an exhibition race, but that was it. I forget where, but there was one Super GT race in the States. I think it was at Sonoma. Maybe? Where was... I have to double check that real quick after this race. Irwindale. That's an oval track. Huh, okay. I could have sworn there was another one. Hang on a sec. Let me take a look at that after the race. Huh. Fontana. Yeah, they did the road course in Fontana. Yes. That one I closed down. Yes. I'm like, Irwindale's where they do the Formula Drift, which also unfortunately recently closed down too. Car is still accelerating at first gear. What should I do? Is it spinning the tires or is it bogging down? Ooh. Hello. That's a nice car. Is it bogging down or is it spinning the tires? Because that'll greatly change what you need to do. Also, what car? So like POP 50 accelerator. Well, yeah, they had all the GT500 cars sold in the US as well. Cause yeah, the Lexus SC 430. Yeah, the Nissan R35, I think. It's a 900 horsepower Mitsubishi GTO. Oh, it's bogging down. Okay, so you got that crazy turbo on it. So from a launch, you want to make sure you have that turbo spooled up. So you want to basically like full throttle it and everything. Out of the slow speed corners, you're gonna be a little bit pain. It's gonna be a bit pain with that. You're gonna want to just adjust the gear ratio to be a little bit shorter than to at least get some torque down. But yeah, the Z, the Lexus, and the NSX. Yeah, I think you also had some Earth. No, the R34 was kind of phased out in GT 500 then. But just barely. Just barely. Alright, I'm gonna end this stream here. Thank you all so much for watching, I appreciate it. It is getting very late and I'm getting very tired. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, please make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what you're doing well in the comments down below. If you didn't like the stream, please let me know what you're doing poorly so I can fix that in the future. With that being said, I'm Isaac Umbras, and wherever you're in the world, whatever time it is for you, may it be a great time, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Until then, take care everybody. Bye bye!